Hello there everyone, this is Zach commentating Game 2 Part 2 of this little series I have going here. If you're watching this, I'm assuming you've seen Game 1, so I'm just going to continue it from there. Yep. I'm assuming you know that it's me and Watermelon versus Jake and Mrwetball. Sorry. Everyone right now just producing units and saturating their expansions. Jake went for a later expansion than everyone else, but that's okay. Jake's Nexus just finished. Looks like we have a little enemy engagement there. We managed to hold them off, send them back. I tried to go out there a little bit more thinking we could win. That was kind of stupid. I eventually back up. Yep. I think I lost a bit more in that little battle. Wasn't really smart of me. Just there's their army. It's kinda large. They're meeting in the middle of the map. They're pretty much right outside both of our bases. Not directly, but you get the idea if you look on the map. And they're just gonna keep pumping units to that spot, thinking or knowing that we don't attack. Or we won't attack. Yeah, just Watermelon and I, we have a wall, and I got some photon cannons just for some defense, in case they decide to do something like that again. And here we go, Mrwetball going for 3 more gateways, another robotics facility, and looks like he's going for Colossus now. There's Robotics Bay. Looks like Watermelon's bunker got destroyed, so he's gonna build 2 more now. I'm just gonna warp in some more cannons. I'm going for a robotics base so I can get some Colossus. Mrwetball just gonna really pump out units with all those gateways and 2 robotics facilities. I'm going for a Twilight Council, just so I can pump more zealots out. I'm gonna get charge, and then just start making more zealots just because they're cheaper and pretty good head on. I also started making more zealots just because I have such a large stalker army that I needed to mix it up a little. And just because Colossus takes so many minerals, I wanted to make something a little less expensive. Looks like Jake, he is going for Void Rays. Yep. And more upgrades through his Forge. And an upgrade through his Cybernetics Core. Looks like he's getting +2 weapons and +1 weapons for air. If you can see that in the production tab. Looks like Jake going for another 2 more expansions, and Mrwetball, he also has another expansion. So they're really controlling the map while Watermelon and I are just kinda staying in our same little area. We didn't really earn the courage to get out there. Looks like Mrwetball just has a random probe patrolling. Don't know why, but he is a better player than me, so I'm not going to question it. Looks like Watermelon's getting some Thors. Yep, through his armory. Yep, and I get a Colossus up. Watermelon saying I need 400 minerals, and since I'm a nice guy, I send them over. Jake and Mrwetball have a pretty large army there. Looks like Mrwetball has 6 gateways. He's going for a warp prism. Warp prisms can be kind of sneaky. You'll see why. I don't think I show it. I may. And I'm going for a Stargate, if you can see that in the production tab. Just because I'm going for a mothership later in the game. I don't believe I show it, but I think Mrwetball or Jake, they come in with Dark Templars right into my main and start attacking things. And I didn't have an observer to do anything about it. I had an observer over their army in the center of the map, but I didn't have an observer over my base. Watermelon saying Warp Prism, he's warning me. Just because those things can be kind of tricky. Looks like Jake getting some carriers. Later in the game, he's just going to mass produce those. And if you're watching this again, please watch part 3 of this little series when this video ends. And there you go, in case you didn't see that, that was where Dark Templars, he destroyed my Stargate, my robotics bay, and quite a few probes. So he's preventing me from getting Colossus and any air, and preventing me from getting my mothership later. Of course I rebuilt it, but still it's a kind of a setback. And I think this video is about over, so please go watch part 3 of this series. Thank you.